Some houses hold memories, but some rooms refuse to stay silent. In 2012, a young couple, Mark and Lila, moved into what they thought was their dream home in a quiet New Jersey suburb. The house was old but charming, with creaky floors and ivy climbing its brick walls. It was the kind of home that looked like it belonged in a postcard. At first, life inside the house seemed perfectly normal. They hosted friends, decorated the rooms, and planned a future together. But soon, their dream began to fracture. While exploring the basement one afternoon, Mark noticed something strange, a narrow, locked door set deep into the wall. The realtor had never mentioned it. Curious, he tried the house keys, but none of them worked. When he asked the realtor, the answer was casual, just storage, probably sealed years ago. But late at night, when the house was quiet, that door seemed to come alive. Lila was the first to notice it, faint scratching noises, as if fingernails dragged slowly along wood. At first, Mark laughed it off. Pipes, maybe rodents. But then came the whisper. It was subtle, muffled, almost like someone breathing just on the other side. One night, they both froze when they heard their names whispered from the basement. Lila. Mark. Unable to sleep, Mark decided enough was enough. With a hammer and crowbar, he forced the lock open. What they found was worse than anything they expected. Behind the door was a small, windowless room. The walls were lined with peeling wallpaper, stained by water and time. In the center stood an old, rusted hospital bed, its frame bent and its mattress torn. The air was heavy with the scent of mildew, and something else, something metallic. Scattered across the floor were Polaroid photographs. Dozens of them. Each picture showed different people, men, women, even children, sitting or lying in that same bed. Their faces were pale, their eyes vacant, as if life had been drained from them. Lila picked one up and dropped it instantly, her face going white. The photo was of her, standing in the kitchen just days earlier. Panic set in. Who had taken it? How had it ended up in this room? They called the police immediately. When investigators arrived, they combed through the room. Records soon revealed that decades ago, the house had belonged to a man who ran an unlicensed care facility in secret. Several patients had gone missing, cases that were never solved. It was suspected he had kept them locked in this hidden basement room. The photos were seized as evidence, but no fingerprints were ever recovered. To this day, no one knows who took the picture of Lila, or how it appeared among decades-old photographs. The silent room was sealed again, the house left abandoned. Neighbors still claim they hear scratching noises, even whispers, long after the couple fled. No one has lived there since. Subscribe to ScaryVerse Tales, share your theory in the comments, and don't miss our next terrifying investigation. Case file number 6.